Alrighty, we're recording. Let me see how I can set up the spotlight so that everybody's on. Because I've noticed in my recordings it's just me and then people talking, and you can see me like licking my lips. I'm like, I need to
Maybe a
say,
Zoom view, like how you view it,
yeah, like, but how it gets recorded,
right?
So, everybody on spotlight. Like, let me put myself and then I'll put Amy. Add, where's add spotlight? Well, there has to be a way for me to do that.
You don't
Oh,
see
okay.
anyone waiting in the lobby, do you? I had some. Oh, there she is. She said she was waiting.
Okay, yeah. Look, and we have, is it Jillian or you go by Jill?
Hi.
Hi.
Either one, whatever is easier for you.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Jill.
Nice to meet you as well. It's my
Are you
first time
in
here.
Pennsylvania?
No, I'm actually in California.
Oh, you are? With me?
Mhm. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Oh, awesome. I'm in Sacramento, California.
Okay, so you're up in all the political stuff,
Uh,
kind of. You're like, let's not talk about it.
a little bit.
Do you have oils nearby?
I do. I have almost 100.
Oh, good. Okay. So generally how we start our meeting is I kind of ask for a check-in, how everyone's doing. Some of the group norms that we have is that when you share, if you can try to remember to you might not know it while you're sharing what it is actually that you need, but you might realize it while you're sharing. It's, do you want feedback? Or would you like to just have us listen? So what it does is it teaches us proper boundaries, and that's how we get our needs met when we communicate. And that took me a really long time to be able to do. So don't feel like, oh, I didn't do it. Because when you talk with like a family member and they automatically go into like solution mode,
Right.
you're like, oh, I know what you need. And then you're like, I didn't ask for that. But you didn't say, I really just need you to listen. So if we practice, this is like a really great place to practice those communication skills. So I'll go first. I'm Kim. I live in Hesperia, California. And my birthday was on Friday. And my gift to myself was I had caught myself in a shame spiral, which basically was, I had a couple of weeks where I unknowingly was letting that shame and guilt get to me. Like there was something going on about like me not being good enough, and I was doing all these things for my husband or other people in my life that I wanted to do something for them, and I was looking for an expectation or a validation, and I wasn't getting it. So I was turning that into a pattern of like, well, you're not good enough for everything, basically. But it was a very low volume. I guess it was, so I wasn't quite noticing it, but I noticed that I was feeling really sad. And I caught it a couple days before my birthday, and I wanted to stop the toxic cycle. Just being able to recognize and have the awareness that, okay, there's something that I'm doing that I want to change. And so on my birthday, I woke up and I'm like, I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to be grateful for everything that is me. And I posted on Facebook, which was a little bit self-serving, I guess. Tell me why you love me. I put, how have I changed? Has knowing me changed your life? Just so I can remember, like, I'm here for a reason and I'm worth something, and I'm worth it for me because I know my higher power, my God made me and created me So I'm enough for God and I'm enough for me. So that was became kind of my mantra for over the weekend. So and the oils I was really drawn to on that day was Aroma Touch. So it's this one here. And I just saw it on the counter and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put that all over my head and I'm going to put it all over my neck and my shoulders. So I just kind of rubbed it into my hair and I rubbed it on my neck, and something about this combination just really helped me release that tension. So I went to look it up in the Essential Emotions book. I'll read it to you. And it's interesting how when you allow your body to tell you what oil and you don't question it, and then you go back and look and you go, that makes sense of why I needed that, like why my body picked it. It didn't have to be an intellectual reason why I picked it. It was just, I got a yes. My body was like, that one. I'm like, all right, let's go with it, girl. Let me find it for you. We are. Okay, so it's the oil of relaxation. Aroma Touch assists the body in calming, relaxing, and releasing physical tension. On an emotional level, Aroma Touch moves an individual from stiffness of heart and mind to openness and flexibility. This blend is soothing to both body and mind and offers comfort in times of grief and sorrow. Most people seek out massage when they're tense or stressed. Through bodywork and massage, individuals are able to relax tight muscles. Breathing may begin to regulate, slow, and deepen. As the body relaxes, so does the mind. As muscles release tension, the heart can reopen to life. Circulation is enhanced, and as one's ability to move with life and allow things to flow. This is the gift of Aroma Touch, the ability to relax, open, and move in harmony once more with the body and with existence. So I think Shannon, you and I were talking about the sleeping issue. I figured mine out. I didn't mean to figure it out, but I did. It was, I've been doing all the oils, I've been doing all the things, and it was that stupid shame cycle. That's what it was. So I caught it. So the last 3 nights or 4 nights, slept fine. My oil started working. And I forgot that that was true. The whole reason why I really got into the Essential Emotions book and the whole method of it is because I've been using these oils for 11 years. And what was it, 2 years ago, everything stopped working for me. All of my holistic tools, everything stopped working for me. And it's because I was so clogged up with repressed emotion, and I was not using my oils with intention and loving my body. I was holding everything very, very tightly packed, like that tea that you get that's really tightly packed and vacuum sealed. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And I found that very interesting, that changing how I talk to myself and not allowing the negative chatter, and remembering that I am grateful to be alive and I'm here for a reason. And I'm never going to be enough for other people, but I'm enough for me because my higher power loves me. So any thoughts on that? Or if you'd like to share your experience?
I think that's amazing when you talked about you recognized as far as what was going on with the sleep. And also using the oils for 11 years, but, still, just kind of going through the motions of using them. So everything you said.
It's so weird how we think we know, but we don't know. So it's interesting. But does anyone like to share a little check-in before we're gonna do the Wim Hof breathing together?
I definitely wanted to share. Every day I check in with myself. There's this book called Letting Go that I love. And every day I check in with myself. I don't know if you can see this, but it talks about all the emotions and like their frequencies, and how shame is the one, the lowest frequency, and then the highest one is like peace. So every day, like I check in with myself, and a lot of times when you're dealing with like shame or guilt, apathy or grief and fear, like I would have that cycle when and then one day I felt courage. I felt like, wow, I woke up like I can do anything, you know. And I find that whether it's the people I'm around or self-talk or whatever, it kind of drops me back down. And so bergamot is the oil of confidence. And really that's what it is, because really, not to really brag, but I'm pretty special. Like, because the Most High made me, first of all, and then just a lot of natural talent and ability and lots of education. So my mom and my dad, they always were like, you're amazing. Why don't you have any confidence, And so I just am wanting to embrace who I am. I mean, just being a child of the Most High, that's enough, but not to mention all the amazing gifts and talents we have. So today I really want to focus on like the bergamot and and just moving forward.
I like that. It makes me want to go grab my bergamot.
It
I want
makes
to,
me
would you
wanna
send?
put it on my next order? I don't have bergamot.
Bergamot's a good one, and you can drink it. It cleanses the liver. So if you put it in warm water like a tea,
Mm,
so you're releasing, like negative emotion from your liver too.
right.
Yeah, I think Lisa just joined us. Let's see. Does anyone else want to share? Or Lisa, go ahead. How are you?
I'm good. It's freezing.
I bet. Did you guys get some snow?
Saturday, but the winds are very cold.
Where are you?
Big Bear.
Alaska? Oh, you're
Big
Big
Bear.
Bear. Okay, well, I'm in Wyoming and it's beautiful and sunny. It's like 5 degrees out, but the sun is so warm that it just warms everything up. Altitude, I guess. I don't know. And dryness, which is not sure.
Special, it's a
But,
special combo for sinuses, I'm sure.
Well, I've been using my my humidifier, the
Oh, the Dawn?
doTERRA one, and that really helps. It helps everything because I don't like waking up with dry sinuses. But it's just we had like 3 days of, it's like, if you can imagine a drizzle of snow, you'd see a little bit of snow blowing around, but not really. We had I think 6 inches. And I got out and shoveled for 2.5 hours. And it was like the mouse that ate the cookie, but it was like, okay, I can do this. And at first I just didn't want to do my sidewalk, but then I ended up doing my whole driveway, which is like 3 cars by 3 cars size. But I found the snow was like very comforting. And so I was diffusing all different things through my house. The beginning of the weekend, it was like the whisper, and it gave me like this warm feeling. And today with the sun out, I'm doing the citrus bliss with serenity and balance.
Mm.
Woke up feeling kind of empowered, writing down the things that I have to do today, and other things that they're like, I look at them, I go, oh yeah, I have to do that. And so just writing them down, it's helping me like get through. So
That's great.
yeah. So last few days have been good.
Glad to hear that. All right, so I'm gonna turn on the Wim Hof video. So if you want to turn off your screen so that you don't have to be the weirdo like breathing in the video. I like to choose an oil, one that I'm really drawn to right now. because it's the spirit of that oil that'll help you move those emotions through your physical body. And I want you to take 4 deep breaths. So today I'm crazy for cardamom. I went to bed last night. Well, I was in the bath yesterday and I was like, oh God, I need cardamom like now. I got out and I breathed it in and I put it in my diffuser last night. So pick your oil and close your eyes and you're going to take 4 deep breaths. If you've got a special mantra that feels supportive, that's a good thing to run through your mind. Mine is I am enough. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Share. Okay, I'm gonna do the beginners one. So for the first round, it'll ask you to hold your breath for 30 seconds and then the next one will be a minute, but don't feel like you have to do it if you can't, but try.
I used to think gift giving was stressful, and then I discovered Harry and David. Oh my God. And now it's my favorite thing.
The coolest gift back.
Okay, here we go.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided reading session. Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes, relax. Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in, and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. And more. Fully in, let it go. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in and let go. All right. 30 seconds breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be in this moment. Okay, recovery breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1 minute breath hold from now on. Feel, become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. If you need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. When you're ready, fully in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 3. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out.
Let's see, how do I put my start video? Cool. Let's see, Jill is new here. How did that go for you, Jill?
That was amazing. I feel real tingly, colder than I was. And my feet definitely feel colder, but I have to work on the holding my breath for a minute. I think I went about 40 seconds in.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that was amazing.
Cool. So
My head feels a little light too. Is that normal?
yeah, you just flooded your system with oxygen.
Mm.
So in
Mhm.
his videos, he'll say, don't do this like driving or doing anything like where you need to not pass out.
Mhm.
So I try to do that if I'm like so stressed out, or if I'm feeling a lot of pain in my body, or if I can't sleep or something like that, I will do the Wim Hof video. You can download his app on your phone, and I think they let you do it for free like 10 times before they want you to pay for the app. Otherwise, you can just use the video, because on the app though, it lets you set your own timer.
Mm.
So it's kind of nice, but I like coupling it with the oils because when you're doing this breathing, your body is automatically detoxing, and using the oil is helping to, it's like putting a pinpoint in exactly what you want to release from your body. So
Wow.
it's just, it amplifies So I like teaching that tool here in class to help you get your oils to like doing really what you want it to do. And like I mentioned before,
Amazing.
yeah, if we are too clogged up with emotion and people are like, the oils don't work for me. I've had that happen. They're like, I tried it for XYZ, whatever problem, and it didn't work for me. And that's a cue automatically where I'm like, it's because you're clogged up with emotion. That's why it's not working. So if we're holding on to too much, then we can't expect energy to move through our body. So just
You
remember
are
that.
speaking to me.
You're like, I have all these oils. Why aren't they
I'm
working?
listening. I'm listening. I'm so glad Shannon invited me to this class. I want to slap because I'm actually been in the Mighty Network study through either Shannon or Carmen. I'm not sure which one invited me a long time ago, but I'm just in there and looking at everything. I haven't really participated in anything. You know, I look at what everybody says but yeah, I should have been in this class a long time ago, but today is perfect for day one.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're here. Yay.
Thank you.
So, what else was I going to tell you about? Oh, I wanted to share something about expectations. So I have a friend. Well, she's been my friend and also a colleague / teacher for a while. And it's something interesting that happens in relationships like that, where there's a shift, where maybe for a while there was a friendship where there was like this, back and forth of confiding, and then it shifts into back to colleague. And so then we start noticing things that maybe hurt our feelings, or like something has changed. And so we have to go, what is that? So now that my friendship kind of shifted back into teacher student relationship, and I kind of didn't pick it up for a little bit. So I started noticing my expectation of when she would ask me how I was, I would tell her. And then when I would ask her how she was, she didn't really tell me because she was being the teacher and I'm the student. So I started getting my feelings hurt, like she didn't want to share with me, or, you know what I mean? It's because my expectation in the relationship was still of a friendship. And so having caught that this morning, I realized, okay, so if I release the expectation of holding a relationship like this and let it go back to a more professional nature, I feel completely better. I'm like, I don't have to feel like I need to know everything. So I don't know. I was gonna just put that out there and see if that's something that you guys have experienced, where you're not sure why a relationship has changed, and maybe it just needs a new label so that your expectations can change. Does that make sense? So yeah. So I've had that happen at other places in my life. Like one of my sisters, she doesn't do like what my mom and my other sister do. She's just really not available emotionally. And so I catch my mom kind of gossiping a lot, like, why doesn't she do this, or why won't she do that? And it made me stop, because I have released any expectation of my sister being available for me. So I don't know how I'm going to tell my mom, like, you just can't have any more expectations. You're going to get your feelings hurt every time if you expect somebody to have the capacity you expect them to have when they don't. So it is an interesting thing to think about. How can we untie our tethers that are keeping us resentful or angry or sad because of what we think we need from other people. It's something interesting. I want to just be with people and not feel like there's something going on. I don't know. So that's something I wanted to share, but that was part of, I think, part of my shame cycle thing, because I was feeling like, well, why isn't this person wanting to be my friend anymore? But it was literally just because a relationship had changed. And I didn't pick up the breadcrumb quite. So, does anyone want to share what oil they used before their breathing thing? Well, Lisa did adaptive. What do you think? What made you choose that one, you think?
Well, it's what I'm carrying around right now. And the mint in it really it's not a harsh mint, it's that softer mint. And that was just really nice to get that in.
I think it's spearmint, right?
Yeah, it's a softer mint. It's not as harsh as peppermint. So it's more calming than peppermint in a way.
You want me to look it up and see what it says for spearmint?
Sure.
Let's have a look
And
here.
also, I'm big on the name of it. I'm carrying it around. It's like, adapt right now. I had the same feeling about the roll-on Evolve that got sent in one of the kits. And I
Uh-huh.
don't know what's in it, but I'm like, Evolve right now.
Ah. S. SP. Okay, it's for confident speech. I forgot this spearmint. We used to put it over our throat before doing public speaking. Spearmint inspires clarity of thought and confident verbal expression. Individuals in need of spearmint may hide their thoughts, opinions, and ideas by withholding their voices. Spearmint encourages inner clarity about one's personal convictions and opinions. It then assists individuals in translating that inner clarity into words. Spearmint promotes confidence in expressing oneself verbally, especially when speaking in front of groups of people. It helps individuals create an effective stage presence by infusing them with confidence. Spearmint also encourages individuals to take a public stand on behalf of their values and opinions. And it also tastes delicious. If you haven't done it before and you just put the oil on your hand and then you just lick it, it can be really strong, but it's just like, it's a huge shot to your system. I really like doing that.
Today I thought I was putting adaptive under my tongue because of the color of the label I was driving. And it turned out to be On Guard. And I was like, whoa, but it was fine. It was what I needed. I thought, I don't know, it was kind of empowering, made me feel good. So, but it was a jolt. You have to read the label.
Yeah, it's called power oiling.
Uh-huh.
I've accidentally put cinnamon all over my face because frankincense is the same red label. It was burned a lot and it turned red, but I tell you what, the next day my skin was so smooth. It was like a chemical peel. Like without the peeling, I was like, I'm not sure I would do it again, but it did something. Well, I think that's it for today. If you guys had any other comments or questions before we go?
I definitely wanted to thank you for those random texts that I get, because I was having a very low energy time and I got this random text about take a break, put a drop of peppermint. And I was thinking, at first I didn't even know where it came from, but I did it. I stopped everything and it was so helpful. So I appreciate those random texts.
You know where that came from. So I finally got my automations working on my website. So if you subscribe to my website, here, I'm going to share my screen real quick, see if you guys can see it. I'm pretty proud of it. Let me go to desktop, I guess. Can you guys see it? Okay, so if when you go to my website, it's essentialoilsforaddiction.com. It should have a pop-up pretty quick here. It'll pop up and it'll say subscribe to get the affirmations. There it is. So then you just put your email and your phone number. So this one, it's for the texting. It'll give you once a week an affirmation and how to use an oil like Shannon was talking about. There's going to be another pop-up. We're still working this out. That's actually for my my weekly like informational stuff, just to like, oh, it's for the recordings. It's for these recordings. Yes. Because that's the main thing that people ask me for all the time. And it's something that I fall short of because I just don't have the time to keep up with it. So I decided I'm going to use this as a boundary. So if people want my recordings, they need to put their email in so that they will get the recordings every week. So that frees up a lot for me because that's on a part of my shame cycle. I would forget to send somebody something and I'd be like, I forgot to send them the recording. So if people just subscribe, then everybody will get it. And then I don't have to feel bad about myself. And we all get our needs met. So anyway, so go to my website and subscribe and you'll get the reminders for, if you want the reminder for this class, it's not enough to just put your text in there. That's for the affirmation. If you want the reminder for this class, let me show you. You have to go to class schedule, or where is it? It should say, okay, we'll just click class schedule. And the only one I have on here is Mondays. You just click join. And then you have to do this where you book now. That's it to get the weekly reminders for this. So anyway, but I'll tell you what, it's not easy setting all this stuff up. So I'm real proud of it. So I love you guys. And if you have people you want to
Sorry,
invite,
that's awesome, Kim. You
yeah,
know, the chains are broken now, right?
they are. So if you have people you want to invite that are not yet enrolled, or they're not on Mighty Networks for whatever reason, then send them that link from my website and they can get the class reminders. So anyway,
I'm gonna post it on Big Bear Yoga.
oh, sweet.
Put your website up on Big Bear Yoga. I'll finally get to that.
Cool. I can send you something. So like if we want them to book classes, then we'll put it on the correct link of the website. So anyway,
Oh, and I can fish that up too, because I'm good at actually copy and pasting. So I'll fish that up and put the right one in.
sweet. All right, my loves, you guys have a beautiful day.
You don't have to try and deliver. I'll help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Of course. Have a beautiful week.
You too.